What is up, everyone?
I'm back.
I think we got the audio from the beginning this time.
What? That's good improvement.
Yeah, it only took us 57 live streams to get
Yeah, you do a good job with this stuff. No biggie, man.
to get it
I'm
right.
just happy to be back. I'm back for literally I flew in for one purpose from South Florida, and that was to be here with Gus in the studio for some videos that are really cool that we did that are coming up and to do this live stream. So I literally fly back tomorrow morning, but
It's fun.
it was a good day. We had some great stuff that we did. So hello, everybody. I'm back.
Absolutely. Yes, welcome everyone. So this live stream doesn't really have an agenda, but I figure we can just answer some questions and try some international snacks. Remember I told you we got a box from this company called Treats. They're not sponsoring the channel or anything. They didn't pay us anything. They just sent a box.
Yeah, I'm going to
For us,
try to be a little more conservative this time since last time I was bent over with pain. Not because Treats has bad, but
Dude,
I liked them so much I ate all of them.
I hope they're from Venezuela because those are the best snacks. But anyway, let's open it up and see. You ready? All right, I'm going to try to open it live so people can see at the same time as we see. Here we go.
Oh, I see some people like our
This is-
POV videos. I did my Lady Luck one. Boy, that took some heat for that guy
what-
that dove with me.
What
I will
flag is
admit
that, Woody?
Oh, cool. That's Venezuela.
No.
Puerto
Not
Rico.
even close.
Puerto Rico.
Nope, not even the same continent. Looks
Oh,
like
that's
Malaysia or
Jamaican.
something.
Malaysia. Indonesia?
Something like that.
Could be Indonesian.
It could be. I don't know. Hold on.
Is it Frito-Lay?
That's
No, not Frito-Lay.
That's not even a country. Oh, it's Philippines. Philippines. So
Which-
snacks from the Philippines.
Which, by the way, is amazing diving.
They sent us a huge letter. Wow.
That's funny.
What is going on?
That's-
Look at
That's
really?
That's funny. That's like,
Dear customer, if you see an item in the box that's not on the information card, it's because we're adding a mystery treat in your box this month.
How-
Enjoy.
how touching. Very personalized. How touching.
That's the list of people I want touching my rebreather. All right. So yeah, we got information about the Philippines.
Yeah, a lot of
explore
you
the
have been saying that. I
Philippines.
see that Bad 300.
Cool.
A lot of people have been saying they want to get their cave certs.
Mhm.
And that's great. It's a big journey, you know. Enjoy the process.
Oh my God, there's a lot
but
of
it's
snacks
worth it.
in this one. Look, each one of these. By the way, I see Jorge is on the live stream. Shout out to Jorge. Look, he sent me this.
Nice.
A humongous spool
Wow.
for exploration.
That's
Isn't
awesome.
that cool?
I'm
So I'll
sure
be-
mine's back there.
No,
Oh,
but Mike did send me one, so I have two.
cool.
How cool?
And the third one?
No,
Maybe? No?
no, that was
Nobody wrote one for me? Is that a hint that maybe they don't want me doing the line work?
And then he sent me, I don't know how many thousands of feet of line that is, but now I have to knot it all. So
Well, there's my bonus then.
every 10
Okay,
feet.
I didn't get any line. Darn, I don't have any to knot
So
up.
thank you, Mike and Jorge. So shout out.
The only thing Mike sent me
yes.
was a free rebreather, a mini. So yeah, you got
Okay,
a
all
little
right.
spool.
Oh no, I already can tell I'm not gonna
And I
even
got a
try some
rebreather.
of these. This one looks foul.
Pink spool, anybody?
got-
Yeah, exactly, Mike. Really?
I got nothing against the Philippines, but really, what is that? Prawn crackers?
I won't try those because they're I can't eat that shrimp. So that's all you.
Okay. I'm gonna leave this one for Jorge. So Jorge, that's yours.
Are they 3D printed? I know the one Mike sent would not be because he does not like the 3D printed ones because they break.
Strawberry cake. All right, we can try that one. Strawberry cake.
That's fine.
Yeah, let's try that. Okay.
Starving, by the way, but
Okay, let's see. If you see any questions here, bring them up. There's only one of them. So I'm going to take a little piece, just a little.
wow, somebody's gonna send me a pink one for me.
There you
That's
go.
awesome. Thank you.
It's like, I mean,
When you make a
Wow.
face, that's tainting my view of it.
It's like eating a sponge. But go ahead. Tell me what you think. You can't even talk.
You have a Gatorade.
I told you. That thing
Can't
is
do
so
the
dry.
Can't do the sponge.
Woo!
All right, I'm putting this one down. I can't do that one.
All right.
Let me. Did you guys want to see what it looks like?
Oh, yeah.
It looks like the inside of a
Yeah.
sponge. Is it focused? Let me pull it back.
Yeah.
There it is. That's what we just ate, and I'm gonna have to say
Yeah, we're doing this for science.
no bueno.
So
no.
this is for you guys. Okay, so these are sky flakes. I don't even know what's in a sky flake. All right, hold on, let me see.
You eat them when you're flying.
Sky flakes.
Just sky. Oh man.
All right, I don't know what it is, so let's give it a shot. At least it doesn't have prawns. Oh my God, this looks. Philippines, what's going on with your snacks? People eat this? Okay. So they look like this? It's like a little cracker type of thing?
Oh, I love that one. I think. I love crackers.
There you go. I don't know. It's like
Like a cracker, saltine,
Yeah.
like a saltine.
but without the saltine part. All right. All right, let's see.
You know what?
It's not bad. It's okay.
With some cream cheese, that would be really nice.
Yeah.
Actually, I like this one.
It's not bad. Mocha sandwich. Mocha sandwich. That's got to be good. I'm thinking. Let's see. Question further up from Hamsicle. Okay.
My
Cody's
new
not paying
business
attention.
is I am building the largest swim school in South Florida, and ultimately I'm building 36 of them across the Southeast. Really good. I like cracker.
What should I look for in an instructor or a dive shop? There's a Naui dude who had been teaching for 25 years that seems like a good one. Suggestions. You know, this is a question that we get every once in a while, and we are thinking about doing something about this to actually have a more concrete answer. The reality is, you and I know a ton of instructors that have been teaching for 30 years or whatever, and then you go diving with them, and it's like, what's
I
what's
don't
happening?
want to say, but yes,
Right?
that happens.
So the length or how long they've been teaching is not necessarily a good indication they're good. Good divers. So a lot of instructors are just vertical seahorses in the water. But you brought up Naui as an agency. Naui is part of RSTC. Agencies, like we've talked about, is all about the instructors. So Naui is a legit agency. If you get certified, it will be accepted all over the world. So you're fine. Okay, so let's try this mocha sandwich.
I mean, you need to go talk to the instructor. You need to ask them about their experience. Maybe ask some, look at some reviews. Where do they dive? What type of diving do they do a lot of? And that's who you want to train you on. If you're trying to train on the kind of diving they do a lot of. Like if you're gonna pick a cave instructor, maybe it would make sense to pick somebody who's like constantly diving caves or lives by the caves,
Wow.
stuff like that.
These are so good.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Give it to me. What is this? This is called Hansel. It's a cake.
Yeah. Try it. So good.
Yes?
Go for it.
This is so good?
It's terrible.
What is it?
It's so bad. I don't know. I think
It doesn't even smell good.
No. I think it's
I've smelt that before.
I don't know. Maybe
I think I
Garage.
smelt that at Burger King.
well, maybe in the bathroom.
I'm gonna have one
All
more
right.
bite of it. Actually,
You're crazy.
I
dude.
don't hate it.
No. I
don't-
wouldn't eat that if I was starving on an island. Okay. This is
I've had this before. Fig Newton. This is like a Fig Newton.
get out of here.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you left it in Chernobyl for 2 years, then yes. That would be
All right,
a
I gotta put it down.
fig Newton. Fresh and crispy. This one. I don't know. I mean, it says wheat flour, coconut oil, sugar, milk, cornstarch,
Nuclear Newton. That's funny. I
and
think
salt.
That's Hamsel.
Okay.
It's a nuclear Newton.
Let's give it a shot. I don't know what it is.
Good description. It's a little bit on the burnt side of a fig Newton.
Oh my God! What is this? Look at this.
The nuclear Newton is still flowing through my mouth.
Oh, it's terrible. Okay.
Sounds crunchy. Good, huh?
That's the flavor, crunchy. How does it taste like? Crunchy.
All right, here's what it looks like, this little thing, majiggy.
Oh, I'm gonna like these. Okay. This might be the only good thing in the box. Wow.
What's wrong with this one?
It doesn't taste like anything. It's just crunchy. Sound effects. Okay. Hey guys, thanks for everything you do for the community. What's
It's
your
a graham
opinion?
cracker. I knew I tasted that before.
What?
Hey, everybody, wait. This one right here that Gus said doesn't taste like anything. I'm not kidding you. Graham cracker.
Yeah. Without taste. What's your opinion on GUE training for rebreather and cave diving certification? They're legit.
Yep, great.
You know? No problem. GUE is great. Typically, DIR are doing it right agencies like GUE, Unified Team Diving,
Really
you know,
good.
ISC. They're pretty good. Okay.
But again, pick the instructor, guys.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna like this one. So this one is called Dolcetto wafer rolls.
Let me have it first so I'm not tainted. Let's switch it up.
Okay,
I'll tell you.
Let's do it at the same time.
All right.
Yeah, I won't try mine until you do it. That way, okay. That way they get the reaction at the same time. All right, it looks like this.
1 second. Section's getting.
All right, ready? All right, go.
I could eat the whole pack.
Yes. That's good. That's really good. All right. What is this?
I feel like I'm having a cappuccino with this one.
That's good.
Hi from Sweden, just came up from
Oh.
diving in
You can do this one, dude.
Cabo.
I think it has pork in it.
All right, I'll pass
Well,
on that.
it says pork flavor. How do they get pork flavor without pork? They have to
From
use
pig.
pork, right? Okay, well, I'm doing it. Damn. Okay.
People are asking you, is the Sidekick your new favorite?
No.
Has Woody tried it before? I haven't
No.
used it.
Okay.
So a Brian K. Cook, I think it's his favorite. But I noticed he's doing more of the Sidewinder now. He put a little video out where he's using the Sidewinder.
Okay. I would say it's an acquired taste. It could be good, but
When you say the Midwest, do we know any good instructors in the Midwest? I mean, be more specific.
yeah.
But there's some really good ones in the Chicago area. That's for sure.
Sweet corn.
Bring it.
This looks good. I like corn. Damn.
I don't eat pork, shrimp, shellfish. I grew up sort of on the kosher side of things. I wouldn't call it strict kosher, but it just doesn't resonate with me anymore to eat that because, I guess you would call. I'm not super religious, but I guess it was religious reasons, so I just don't.
Knife. You need a knife for this one.
West
Okay.
Palm Beach is great. Great instructors in that whole area.
Mm.
If it's corn, I'm going to like it. Can you save this one for me? One, not.
It's a whole bag. I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't know how I feel about that one. Somebody says cheese puffs. It looks like cheese
No.
puffs, but it's way more
Oh
disappointing.
my god, weird.
Right? Isn't that weird?
Because I felt like I was about to eat the cheese doodle,
Yeah,
which is what you're talking
Your
about, the
brain
cheese
tricks
puff.
you.
Like, oh, this is going to be a cheese puff, and then it doesn't taste anything like it. It's
No,
like,
no. Okay, so
it's not good. Oh, it's not good.
we got two more. So this one is cheese balls, finally.
All right, bring that.
Mm-hmm.
Take the couple that you want, and I'll eat the rest.
Okay. Hold on. Knife again.
Whew, that last one was rough. Rainbow Reef is a great operation for recreational diving. I don't know much about their technical diving instruction.
Now we're talking.
For instructor trainer, I've heard. Yeah, I mean, if you want to be a PADI instructor or PADI course director, Rainbow's real good.
There you go. All right. Cheese balls. They're not as good as other ones that we've had, but by the way, till now, best cheese balls in the world in Abaco. They sell them at the Abaco.
This one's pretty good, though.
Store. It's not bad. Okay, last one is green mango butterscotch bar. This is going to be awful. I can tell already, but, we're doing it
At least you don't prejudge. That's what I like about it. You're open-minded.
We're doing it for the family. Oh, my God. It looks like...
Horrible. I live by Lake Superior. Can you even dive in that lake? Absolutely amazing wreck diving. Laken Smith. People dive there. There's some big-time dive operators, and yes, they dive all over the Great Lakes.
Okay, this looks awful, but here we go. It's so good.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
I want to be a...
What is that?
I want to be a full participant, but this one does not sound really. It's horrible. Here we go. Oh no.
No, Philippines. Wow.
Right. This one? This thing's delicious. This one.
Oh,
I like this one.
but you like mushroom stew. That explains a lot. Okay.
Wow. That's a delicious little pastry.
No, that's terrible. But I do have this.
I'm going to eat it all. You don't want the last bite?
Mm-hmm. This is good stuff.
That was really good. I like that last one.
Shout out to Derek, who recommended me to try this thing. No chewing allowed. Best chocolate ever. So good. So
Yeah, that was good. That was real good.
I
I'm good, though. I don't want another one just because I've just mixed
That was an offering. But
an array
thank
with... Oh, it was really weird. You weren't being a you-know-what, and then here it just came out. It was great. It was a nice afternoon, but now I'm just going to say it may start with the letter D. It may or may not start with the letter D.
Mike nailed it. That is the right way to say that what it tastes like. Mango chutney and burnt hair. Yep.
I don't know very many instructors in Southern California. I know a really good recreational dive instructor there. She's great. So.
Isn't Brandon Walters out there?
Is he?
Oh,
I didn't know that.
He's in Arizona or something.
I know a really, really good recreational dive instructor. I believe she's PADI, I think. But, yeah, I think she's in the San Diego area.
Whose dive light is brighter, yours or Ed's? They're the same, 4,000 lumen.
Orcatorch just sent me 2 new lights, really, really cool ones.
Nice.
I got to open them and use them.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all know Robert Lance from Depth Perception? No, I don't. Doug may. Doug Ebersol may, because he's from that Tampa area.
What's up, Sean? Welcome.
Howdy, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
My deepest dive was, I think, 370. I got to look at my log, 375 or whatever. I think that was what it was. And then mine was in the Caymans, Grand Cayman.
Yep. Do a react video of the Abyss movie. Yeah, the challenge with making videos of super long movies, the same with documentaries and stuff, is that, the video will be like 3 hours long. We'll be pausing and making comments. It just takes forever.
Thank you, Logan.
Yeah, for the super chat.
Going on a dive. He said going on a dive in the Gulf of Mexico tomorrow. Any tips? By the way, I love the channel you guys are what finally got me to get an open water. That's awesome. Listen, the Gulf of Mexico at this time of the year can be cold. I would wear a dry suit, but check on the temperature before you go. That would be my biggest recommendation.
And kill all the lionfish.
If they're going to go to deep enough or to a place where they are. But in general, what it can be tricky visibility as well.
Yeah.
So, it can be kind of really green. But I would definitely ask your operator, what's the weather? What's the water temperature?
Patrick's is saying 68.
Yeah, I'd be in a dry suit all day long.
I'll be murdering lionfish. Not even hesitating. Let's see.
Seasick meds. Somebody said seasick meds. I mean, it depends. Can be rough. Depends where you're going.
Yeah. Do you guys ever do OC Trimix, or do you dive only CC?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, when you do deep depths with the rebreather, you always bring open circuit Trimix as a bailout, and during the class, you're forced to bail out from a super deep dive. So, like, if you're doing your Normoxic class, which is down to 200 feet, or Normoxic Plus, which is 233, they will ask you to bail out from 200 feet. And if you're doing Trimix, full Trimix, which is down to 330 feet or 100 meters, they will ask you to bail out from there. So when I bailed out on my Trimix class, I was at 250. When I bailed out from my Normoxic class, I was at 200. So you will be on Trimix open circuit whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I personally don't dive Trimix as pure open circuit. That just specifically answer your question. I'm always on a rebreather if I'm diving Trimix, but obviously when you bail out, you're automatically on open circuit. That's what bailout means. You're off the closed circuit rebreather.
That's right.
Looking at rebreathers, what made you guys make the switch from open circuit to closed circuit? Really just want more cave time. There's really a lot of answers to that. First of all, a lot of people switch to closed circuit just because they want to go into technical diving. You learn a lot more, and a rebreather obviously gives you a tremendous amount of extended bottom time. I also think it gives you a lot more options personally. I personally think that.
Yeah.
So I liked that. I liked that I had more options and more bottom time on a rebreather. And I really also like the rebreather community. And that's important to me. Like, I want to be around other rebreather divers. And I find it to be like a club, if you will. So you bond with people. It's not saying that if you're not a rebreather diver, I don't want to dive with you. But I enjoy the rebreather divers. They're technical and they want to do more technical dives. They're just don't want to be in the no deco limits. So I like that. I like that aspect of a rebreather.
What was your longest dive ever? About 3 hours and 4 minutes or so. 3 hours and 10 minutes, something like that.
That is a true point. That's a really good point, Mike. Open circuit Trimix would get mighty expensive very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's actually a really good point. Remember, when you're doing Trimix on a rebreather, you're not using very much of that Trimix gas, but you're still getting the benefits of the helium.
Yeah.
Because you get to rebreathe the helium over and over and over. It's just scrubbing the CO2 out of it. So you really don't need to use much of it. Now, you are going to pay a higher deco obligation. So you're going to have longer deco time on helium. But that's a great point, man. Diving with the price of helium right now, a deep Trimix dive on pure open circuit,
it's like $400.
That's going to be a couple $100 per dive.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Anywhere when the Sidewinder 2 will be available? No, we don't know anything.
No. Not sure.
Are you guys dive guides for any of the caves? No.
Nope.
Not really. But if you're a cave diver, certified cave diver, and you dive rebreathers, you can tag along, and we'll guide you. Depending on the cave.
It's not an official guide, but we can dive together. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
As long as if you're closed circuit, because it's difficult for us to dive in a cave if you're not also on closed circuit, because your profile is going to be so limited.
Yep. Thank you, Tori, by the way, on congratulating me for 100 cave dives. By the way, don't miss tomorrow's video, because on the previous video, Monday's video, we attempted for my 100 dive to reach Woody's room, And if you watch the video, you know that we couldn't do it. We couldn't reach it. The restriction got too narrow, too tight, and I decided to thumb the dive. But next day, we decided to go back. We decided to let's go back and rethink this thing. Try a different way, whatever. Let's see if we can do it. So once again, it was my third attempt. It was Benjamin's fourth attempt. The question is whether we made it or not. Just tune in tomorrow.
How many dives should I have to take a rescue diver course? I'm planning on getting my dive masters. Every agency's different. I think most, I hate quoting these things off the top of my head, but I think in general, some are none, like right after your open water. SSI, for example, you can do rescue right after your open water. And then other agencies are like, well, you got to have like 50 dives before you do it.
Yeah.
So it depends on the agency.
Yeah. I keep seeing the comments about me losing weight and all of that. I'm just going to address that really quick. I am trying to lose weight. I realized that in order to be a better cave diver and just to be healthier, I needed to lose some weight. So I'm trying that. But I'm not going to make it a focus of the channel. I don't want to start giving people diet advice or whatever. Just, talk to your doctor and get healthier.
There you
That's all I have to
good
say
job
about
with
that.
Billy Buttons asked me, "What do you still dive in the X deep with the Sidewinder?" I am. It's not. Listen, but I want to make it clear. It's not that I say, "Oh, the X deep harness is way better than the Katana 2." That is not what I say. In fact, if anything, I will tell you, the X deep harness is trickier because of where the dump valve is, but it just fits me better. It's better for my body size. It's definitely not better for everybody.
No.
Right? Some people are like, this doesn't work for me, but I'm kind of small, and the Katana 2 is, no matter what I do to it, it's still too big for me. That's it. That's totally the reason I switched to it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not for everyone, but that's it fits your body.
I mean, with the Sidewinder, you need the hardest part of being a Sidewinder instructor, for those of you that are Sidewinder instructors, is configuring the unit to fit the student. And that I could not do that. Like there's 1,000 straps, and if you move one of them, 50 other things just got affected.
Yeah.
And there are guys that are amazing at it. Cave Adventures. I mean, they just are like, that's not my thing. Everybody knows it takes classes with me. I'm not good at that. I'm really not, which is why I will not be a Sidewinder instructor.
Yeah.
Because there's people way better than that at me.
So a few questions about malfunctions and emergencies underwater. Have we had any emergencies? I've had several, and inside caves, and we've talked about them on the show. But because we train for emergencies, they force you to have emergencies. Then I was ready for them, and they weren't really, that dangerous, I would say.
It says Gus is friends with the GOAT, Mike Young, and Ed Sorensen. I mean,
yes,
I'm also very, very close with both.
Mm-hmm.
With both, they're great.
Yeah, could a wing type BC be rigged for side mount diving? Yeah, depending on the wing and the rigging that you have. I have a new BCD that I'm going to be working with going forward for open circuit, and I'm gonna try to rig my Sidewinder to it because I like tinkering with my gear. Pamela Nelson asked a good question. I have an advanced open water from Patty and want to be a technical wreck diver. Should I move to a different agency? It's not about the agency. We've talked about it before. It's about the instructor. Woody is a Patty instructor. So, I think that obviously some agencies are geared more towards tech diving, like IANTD, which Woody and I happen to love and be instructors for.
Their hat right now, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that that if you stick with Patty, you're going to have poor instructions. No, they're great Patty instructors too. But typically when people say what route to go, if they're thinking about an agency that is more geared towards tech, I would typically recommend IANTD.
I also the reason I like IANTD so much right now is they have a very healthy attitude on how to instruct.
Mm-hmm.
They're not, you must do it exactly this way, exactly in this order, exactly the way we put our information out. Their courses and standards are written in a way that says, these are the minimum types of things we have to know that your students can master.
Yeah.
But we want you to design the course around that frame. And if you look at the instructors that are IANTD instructors, I think it's fair to say that they are some of the top divers in the world. It doesn't mean that if you teach for another agency, you're not one of the top divers in the world. That doesn't mean that. But there are a lot of really top ones that seem to teach with IANTD for technical diving. And I like that. The other thing I want to point out, IANTD is so awesome with this. They will release their student kits to anybody that wants it for free. You want the whole digital kit on being a DPV diver? Here it is. Here's all the information. Read about it all you want. Free, zero, not a charge for it. You pay nothing. You only pay when you ultimately get the certification, and it's super reasonable.
Yeah.
So a lot of these agencies, you see, it's like, oh, the kit is like $150, plus there's like another $40 or $50 cert fee. INTD, it's like $35 cert fee. Oh, yeah. The digital material's free. So they're really fair. And I think that's healthy for diving, right?
And they're pioneers, right? First one's teaching nitrox. First one teaching rebreathers. First one teaching side-mount. There's always the first agency to do everything, and all the other ones follow.
And that means they're open-minded, right? They're not this automatic blanket answer on things. So, I am very, very excited to be doing more with IANTD.
Terry's asking cheese balls or poppables. Come on, they're both. It's a hard choice, but I still have some cheese balls from the last trip. So just hungry. Little by little. I eat a few of these a day. So they'll last me like a month. So yeah, cheese balls.
I'm still doing the 2 for $5, but it's more like 2 for $7 now. Burger King.
Somebody asked if there's a dive that we haven't done that we really want to do. I mean, there's so many.
I'll never do them all. I'll be gone. I'm 58, so I won't be here.
All of Bikini Atoll, all of Truck Lagoon, all of the Galapagos.
Way more Southeast Asia. I've done
Devil's
the
Hole. Devil's Hole. I want to dive in Australia. I want to dive in Antarctica.
What was that city we were going to dive under? I mean, I don't know. Listen, it
unlimited.
You will not do them all in your lifetime.
Yeah. Okay. What is your favorite? Let me see. Do you guys consider to go back underwater again? Haven't been in scuba gear since the 90s. Definitely take the class again. A lot has changed in 30 years, right? It doesn't feel like the 90s were 30 years ago. But, yeah, a lot has changed. So go ahead and check that out. Chernobyl. Yeah, no, we're not doing Chernobyl. But you know what's interesting about? I don't think I told you this, Woody. And I'm just going to tell you because nobody's really going to be spreading this information out there. They just keep the secret. Those guys reach out to us and ask us if we want to collaborate with them.
Which I would definitely want to.
The Chernobyl guys.
They're great. I want to.
They're like, hey, let's meet. And then they said the place. Let's meet here, not in Chernobyl.
Okay.
And let's record something. So they're totally in for that.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Now we have to decide whether we want to go diving with those lunatics.
I like them. I mean, they're crazy. And we could be the guys that are like, you're crazy.
Now, here's the thing. The reason why they want to collaborate is not only because they watch the show and they are fans, but also because they said this. They said the place where they're inviting us and the dive that they want us to record with them, it's so gnarly they won't do it.
And we will?
That's what they're saying. It's like, we can't do this one. You guys need to do it.
Wow.
What? What is it then? I mean,
they dive in radiated water, but okay.
Yeah. No, this is too hardcore.
Not a good idea. Woody and Ukrainian Woody in the same location. Oh yeah, it would be me and the other Woody. Nah, well, I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah. It would be awesome.
Yeah, it would blow up.
So anyway, we that offer is on the table.
We gotta make it happen.
What would be your dream CCR setup for cave diving? I mean, I think it's hard to beat the Sidewinder.
I'd have to go Sidewinder
Yeah.
for me.
It's hard to beat. You don't have to break the bank. I think that if you configured a Spirit with all the options and a Sidewinder with all the options, you will probably be a little bit cheaper on the Sidewinder just because the Spirit needs a plate and there's more parts to it. But the Sidewinder is just amazing on the water. Yeah. Sidekick is also good. Have you guys switched from SSI to INTD? So I decided to focus on INTD exclusively. I think Woody's still an SSI instructor and he can teach SSI class and all of that. I just decided to go with INTD. That's my loyalty. I like him.
I do too.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I became an instructor with SSI, and like a month later, I became an instructor with INTD. So I've been equally as long an instructor for both agencies, but INTD focuses more on the stuff that I really like, which is technical diving, cave diving, CCR, stuff like that. So that's why I decided to stick with one. You guys talk about killing lionfish a lot, and that's great. Hope you eat them. Yep, absolutely. They're great. Ceviche, lionfish ceviche is awesome. Have you dove the Oriskany? We have. Treasure hunting. Yeah, that would be.
it's
that
big.
would be
Yeah,
interesting.
people are doing that. There's all this stuff is great. It's just we got to carve out the time.
Yeah. Let's see. Advice for a new diver: just keep diving. Get practice. Good practice, though. The whole practice makes perfect is not true. It's perfect practice makes perfect. So,
Hobie
good
one. I
practice.
am not current to fly.
yep. Favorite non-cave diving spot? I like Cozumel. Cozumel is awesome for non-cave diving.
I mean, I've said it before. But if I have to choose, I still, for me, it's Indonesia.
Yeah. When are you guys doing the Britannic? Man, I would love to. That would be amazing. What made you want to be divers and instructors? I think we both have different stories, origin stories, and you get a different story. I think Woody started diving when he was like 2, and yeah, and I started diving when I was 35. So it was a big difference, big gap. And I became a diver because I was going on vacation to a place where diving was number 1 on the list of things to do. So I'm like, I should learn how to dive. Woody started diving because he was hustling lobsters.
That's it. That was literally
Making
the
money.
reason. This is just amazing. That's how it started.
Yeah. So it's different stories. We just never stop learning. We're still learning. I just took a class a few weeks ago. I mean, I just enjoy learning new things. You ever done any dives in the UK? I have not. Any new merch coming out? I hope so.
Cool. Lee Houston, getting ready to start your tech courses. Enjoy.
Nice. DUI sent me a dry suit glue that exploded in packaging. Has this ever happened to you? No.
Well, I did have a dry suit that was pretty leaky, but I don't think it exploded. But I don't remember ever being dry in it.
That dry suit.
Remember, I was like, every time I would be like, "Look, my feet.
Terrible.
Look, the water's not up to my knees."
That's
It's
what
good.
happens
I'm
when you
getting
get
dry.
advice from people that don't even
That's
dive.
who advised me.
Dry
Right,
suit.
right. They were like, "This is the one you must buy." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay."
Thank you for the commission.
Yeah, I have a lot of new hats. I'm just wearing this one. INTD sent it to me, and I always want to wear a hat when possible, just because I'm always cold. Where would you guys go? If you could go anywhere in the U.S., where would you guys go? I love South Florida. That's some of my favorite diving in the whole world. You don't have to go anywhere crazy. Just good old South Florida. Man, you could dive there for years and never do all the wreck diving. Just right there and between Jupiter and the Keys. It's incredible diving.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for the quick Q&A. We appreciate you. And again, stay tuned for tomorrow's video. It's gonna be awesome. Thank you, Jorge, for the super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.